Hello everyone and welcome back to Hey Dad RC. This morning we're making preparations to take you out for hopefully exciting week 10 racing action from the summer series. And as we see before us, today is going to be a battle of smaller scale RCs. On the right, the Traxxas Summit 1/16 scale 4-wheel drive truck. And on the left is Red Cat's Volcano 1/16 scale. That is also a 4-wheel drive truck. Taking a look, we can see that the size differences are quite noticeable. And for the Summit, it seems to be quite a large 16 scale from anything else that I've ever seen. The Summit on the right, we've only run one time, so this will be the second run. For the Volcano on the left, it'll be our first run. I received this about a month or two ago from a friend. I have not had a chance to run it, so today's race will be the first time I'm driving this truck. For the Volcano, if you take a look under the body, I'm not going to pull it off right now, it is identical to trucks that we see on Amazon like the Bezgar 6. Trucks along those lines, the chassis is exactly the same. The only difference that I'm seeing here is the body, and the tires are obviously different as well. This truck rides on friction shocks, and as we know, the Summit runs on the oil-filled dampers in that cantilever style position. And the biggest difference between these trucks, other than size, is motor size. The 1/16 Summit rides on the 12-turn 550 size can brushed motor by Traxxas, and the Red Cat Volcano on the left runs a 390 motor. So that tells us that power, acceleration, overall speed should favor Traxxas, but at Windy Hill Raceway, especially with me driving, anything can happen on any given day. So we're going to take a quick break, we'll bring you the racetrack report, and then we'll get to racing. Week 10 weather and track report. Temperatures this morning right now about 77 degrees, very high humidity. There is a heat advisory for later today, so that's why we are trying to get this race done this morning before things get too hot. The air is literally feels thick out here today. As far as track conditions go, a bit of luck this past week. 2 days ago, Friday evening, torrential rain pours. There was a lot of rain dropped on this area in a little bit of time. And as we can see, the grass part of the track has that lush green color is starting to come back. As far as the infield bowl section, as I like to call it, this section here, as we walk down, it slightly slopes down, is still kind of dry for the most part. We head around, and down here in this bowl area is where that water from the torrential rains just kind of collected up. We came out here with the rakes and the equipment, got things leveled out, raked away the best that we could. But this whole section here on this lower bowl, heading up to the jump, the soil's pretty moist. Hopefully that'll give us added bite today that none of these vehicles so far yet this season has really had. And one more touch, we added a traction mat to the jump to hopefully get these cars over the jump. That was actually added last week for the DT02 run. Traction mat, otherwise known as an old used area rug. That's it for the weather and track condition report for week 10. Let's get you out to racing.
Are you tired of outrageous shipping costs? The fact that it costs half your profit to get that package from point A to point B? Don't let it get you down. We here at Mellow Yellow have the solution tailor-fit just for you. As long as you don't mind if your package gets there in one piece or not, or sometimes maybe it doesn't get there at all, we here at Mellow Yellow will beat all of our major competitors by offering our services for less than half of what the big guys do. So as long as you don't mind if the package kind of gets there or not, give us a call here at Mellow Yellow. We'll do our best to, after we take a nap, we'll try and get your package out. Red Cat Volcano 16, I thought this truck got on around the course pretty nicely despite that smaller 390 size motor. It power slid on the dirt infield part of the track pretty well, but when it came to the grass on the outer edges of the track, you had to be very careful because those tires really wanted to dig into the grass, and if you turned too hard, you were going to flip. For the 116 Summit, that 550 size 12-turn brush Titan motor is a lot of power in this little vehicle. Had to be extremely careful with throttle and brake input as it was extremely prone to wanting to lift that front end up. The tires bit really hard into the grass, had to be careful of traction roll. Okay, it is time to digest the numbers from today's race. We see that the Volcano 16 finished with a fastest lap of 11.95 seconds with an average of 12.18. For the Summit, it takes out the Volcano with a fastest lap of 11.06 seconds and an average of 11.79. I feel for both of these vehicles being 1/16th, I think they're both pretty respectable numbers to go up here on the board. So what do these numbers mean as far as within the Ready to Run division? We see there has been some change up. The 1/16th Summit now launches into 5th place with that 11.04, followed by the SMT10, Scully, Bandit hanging in there at 8th. The Volcano places on the board in 9th place with 11.95, followed by the Ground Pounder and the Axe. And what is kind of surprising, I mean, really from 5th through 9th, we're talking about just tenths of a second separating all those vehicles. So a good close run there in the middle of the pack. But there is a look at the Ready to Run division. We see still, shockingly to me, that the Armor Raider still sits in 1st place in the Ready to Run division. I can't believe that. And just in case you are wondering, here is a look at the kit division. Not much, I don't see much changing there. I think we've only got another 1 or 2 kit division races anyways. But here is a look, an updated look at the race schedule. We see that the Midnight Pumpkin will make a return to the track. And what we did here, because the Tamiya Blackfoot needed a race partner, we took the winner of the Midnight Pumpkin and Lunchbox race. So the Pumpkin will get another chance out there going against the Blackfoot. And as we see, that is a look at the rest of the regular season. So, guys, that's going to do it for this one. As always, I'd like to thank you for all taking some time out of your day to watch my videos. And until next race day, stay safe, keep all 4 tires on the ground.